I want you to feel, move, and look healthier, stronger, better, whatever word choice you want to put in for your goals, right? And as your coach, that's my job, to give you the tools to be able to reach that place you want to be. I have been there, right? I started my own journey just a few years ago. I have been through all of this. And the nutrition part is the hardest part. It pretty much sucks. It's hard in the beginning until you figure out, what am I supposed to do? I've tried everything, I'm not seeing results. How do I make this stick, right? And a lot of times it's because we don't fully understand or have the tools or coaching necessary to help us know how to do it in the easiest way. So that's literally the right, like I started my coaching program, my workout app, what I do on Instagram is just to be able to share with you all of the tips and tricks and tools that I have learned that have gotten me to where I am, and I want you guys to have those same benefits. And so I really hope this is helpful. So the biggest driver for reaching our goals, honestly, is our calories. It's our nutrition. If your goal is to gain strength, right, and lines and change the body shape, get muscle, right, you have to be eating enough. If your goal is to lose body fat, right, you need to be eating in a deficit. And then if you love where you are, you want to stay, right at maintenance, and so you don't want to go up or down, you've got to know how much you're eating. And so that's why I thought, okay, the next couple of days, if you're not reaching your goals or you want to maintain where you're at, you have to know what your current habits are. So that's why I thought, okay, I want to talk about tracking calories. We don't have to do full macros, but we're just going to track calories and protein. And if you want to do full macros, that's great. You're just going to see even more of your habits. So I suggest it, but you don't have to if it's overwhelming. Now, we are not tracking forever. We're tracking for 3 days. And what's our purpose? Our purpose is to figure out, what do I do all day? What are my habits? What am I putting in my mouth and how much of it? How many calories is my breakfast, right? Everything we put in our mouth is going to move you in a direction. It's going to impact your hormones. It's going to impact your blood sugar levels. Like, it impacts so many things. And we need to know, what are you currently doing? Because if you don't, you're just estimating. It's going to take that much longer to reach your goals if you ever reach them, because you've got to know, are you under, at maintenance, or are you over? So what we're gonna do the next couple of days is figure all that out. I'm gonna give you all the tools. This is obviously all free. I'm doing it in my Facebook group, and then also in my workout program, my G4Fit app. So you can respond on either. I will be checking both of those every single day. So what I wanna do is just give you a series of videos, right? I'm gonna be walking you through all the tips and tricks I know. I will send you the link for a suggestion to track your calories, because the point of this challenge is to track for 3 days so that you understand what you're doing. That's it. We're not tracking forever. It's literally so you can figure out, what am I doing? Because you don't know what to change. You can't complain about not being at your goal weight or goal body or how you feel or your health if you don't know exactly what you're doing. We just can't say that because you don't exactly know your habits. So we're going to learn together, and hopefully these tips and tricks will help. I will be responding. I will be very active in both those groups. And so any questions along the way, please pipe up, because I can guarantee other people will have them. So I'm just going to do it in a video series. You'll see them labeled video 1, 2, 3, and then with a rough idea of what that topic is. So if it's something that you already know, you don't have to watch that one. If you are traveling the next 3 days and can't participate, great. Save the videos. You can track and do the same, the whole thing the next week. If you're busy and you're like, oh, I'm too busy, I can't do it the next 3 days, that's great, because you need to know how you eat when you're busy and stressed, and also on the days that you're not busy and stressed. So it's good to do it on both, even though it's a little bit of a pain. I know it's a pain. I've actually been tracking for the last couple weeks, and that's what made me realize how bad it sucks. I realized I'm not someone that does very well with numbers and accountability with it. So it's overwhelming. And it's like when you go out to a restaurant and you're like, I can't eat anything because I don't have any of the calorie numbers. Like, it's going to throw my whole day of eating off. So you'd rather just not eat out. Or you make a casserole for your family and you're like, how do I track all the ingredients, let alone my serving size? And I don't want you to get to a point where you're feeling that way, because that's disordered eating. Anytime we have any sort of emotion or guilt attached to food, that's not great. So hopefully these tips and tools will help you just, for one, look at where you are currently. Are you under, at maintenance, or overeating? How much protein are you getting every day? And how's your fiber? Those are the only things that I care to look at. And then the rest, your carbs and fats, will tell us things like how well are your hormones operating, blood sugar levels from the amount of sugar and fats we're having. So I'll talk about those, but if you're overwhelmed, you don't have to track fats and carbs, but we're looking at those calories, protein, and fiber. So I've given you a scale to use as a recommendation on Amazon. You can choose any scale. I don't care if you get it at Target or Walmart or wherever you are. You do need a scale, because there is a very big difference, right? We've got to be accurate between calories with items and volume versus weight, which we'll talk about. So I will send a link for an app that you can use to track. Again, whatever you're currently using, continue to use MyFitnessPal, whatever works for you. This is just those for those that don't have one and want a suggestion. And then I'll start streaming all the videos in both places. We will cover all topics. I mean, even how to read food labels so that you understand, yeah, is this a high fiber item? Is this a high protein item? And then you can compare labels next to you. You'll get a great idea of, oh my gosh, the dinner I just had was 850 calories, but it was healthy. I estimated it was maybe 400. No wonder I'm in a surplus and not seeing change. We're gonna look at how many sugars you're having. So you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, that's why I'm having crashes at 3 p.m. I'm still craving sugar. We're gonna monitor caffeine levels, right? Caffeine plays a massive play into seeing results because it raises our cortisol. There's a lot we're gonna look at. I will guide you through videos in both groups. Feel free to ask any question, like I said, because I guarantee someone else has that same question. And we are gonna get a very good idea of what you're currently doing so you know what to change so you can get closer to reaching the results that you want.